If anybody out there is telling you that there are no side effects to something that you inject into your body, they're fucking lying to you. I know what the side effects are from Dianabol, from testosterone cypionate, from trenbolone acetate. We know the side effects. Now it's up to you on whether you want to do them or not. We know what the side effects to growth hormone are. Nobody is stating that there's no side effects to those drugs whatsoever. No one's saying that. We're saying there are. Here they are. It's up to you. It's a personal decision whether you want to take them or not. That's the game. That's why we love bodybuilding, because there's no rules. Bodybuilding was so appealing to me because I was able to say, so you're telling me you want me to get up on that stage, look as crazy as I can, and you're not going to tell me how to do it. You're just going to say do whatever you want. I like that shit. That's why we all gravitate towards it, because it is such a fucking burning, desired sport where you just have this shit in your fucking gut that you're like, oh, I'll do fucking anything to win. That's why we loved it.
I gave everything I had, 2 to 3 hours a day with weights, taking all the drugs necessary, and I did nothing else but bodybuild. And not winning, it just killed me.
You tried them, and they worked. I tried them, and god damn. Oh man, they worked. I had fucking super veiny, ass was so fucking hard. I tried to put the needle in my ass and fucking bent. The fucking needle bent. My ass was that fucking hard. And they'll hear that, and that will be the end of it. And those kids will rush out, and they'll fucking want to try to get them some of this, because they will not hear that it made me fucking insane. They won't hear that part. They will not hear that I want to murder fucking people at a stoplight for looking in my fucking car too long. They won't hear that part. They won't hear that at the time I was married, and my wife that I was married to was 5 fucking minutes late getting home. They won't hear that I was pacing up and down the fucking driveway waiting for her to get to that house so I could fucking kill her. They won't fucking hear that part.
So I don't care if you go do CrossFit. For as gay and fucked up as people say it is, bro, if CrossFit makes you happy, fucking do it. You want to go fucking take a bunch of juice and do whatever, more power to you. Just don't expect everyone to accept it and be okay with it. Small, bald, small dick, juice head. That's what I got labeled whenever I first started doing this. Fucking people hated me. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Call me anything you want. This is my life and my decisions, and I'm going to enjoy it and do what I want.
If I wasn't a professional bodybuilder, I wouldn't. If I had not continued with my professional bodybuilding career at that point, that critical point where I went to Night of Champions, I wouldn't have taken steroids after. I would have stopped.
Right.
You know? And also there's a psychological side to it. Psychological addiction, perhaps, to steroids. It may be more than psychological, maybe it's slightly physical as well. But a lot of people get into this sport because of insecurity, because they don't feel good, and then they want to build up, to feel stronger, to feel more powerful. And, steroids will allow you to take that to the next level, So if your whole importance of self is built up in how big and muscular you are, you're never going to want to stop taking those steroids, because you're going to lose that when you can't. It's not, you can't keep that level of development when you stop taking those hormones. You will come down to a degree. So, and there's going to be a crash. There's going to be a physical crash. There's going to be a mental crash. All those things you need to, before you step on that merry-go-round, you need to think about those things.
And in the drug world, the word safe means least amount of side effects. There's always a risk involved using drugs. Remember that. Always a risk using the drugs. So for anyone to say that this drug is no side effects, they're lying to you. There's always a side effect to a drug. It just depends on how much are you willing to sacrifice for your health to look good. Okay?
So that's why I don't talk bad about anybody who makes the decision to take steroids. How can I? Because I'd be a fucking hypocrite if I did. That opportunity was presented to me, I took it, and it fucking, it damn near cost me everything. I don't do it because of the experience I had. It fucking made me a fucking loony ass, raving, lunatic, maniac, wanting to kill fucking people asshole. Now that's why I don't take it. I don't.
So the other subject here, we'll get into synthol. Not a big fan of it at fucking all. Completely disagree with it. I believe that it's fake because it is a permanent oil that you inject into a certain body part. It stretches out, it fills the muscle, and then it stays there forever. Not like Escalin that I talked about, which lasted about 36 hours of inflaming that certain body part or that area, and then it would inflame it, therefore stretching out the muscle fascia, and then it would dissipate. With the synthol, you inject it into an area, and then it stretches and gets bigger, and then stays there. Synthol is a widely used substance. A lot of people use it. I didn't know until I started talking to a few people and learning that more people out there use it than I thought. Pros, included pros, top amateurs, regular fucking schmoes use it. It's crazy. Like, I'm like, no, not for me. You can do it. I'm not saying it. I'm not judging you if you do. Fuck it, have a ball. But if you ask me about it, I don't believe in it. Just the permanent part of it. It's not serving a purpose to aid you in like doing the work to grow and help you put in more work. Okay. It just did the work. Its job was to go in and just fill up your muscle without you having to do anything. I mean, some people will say that whenever they did the synthol, they still work really hard. It just aided them with weaker body parts to give them a certain look they wanted. I can understand that. I've never been in a position where I have such a shitty body part that I needed to grow and use something such as that. No. Just not for me. But if you are out there using it, I mean, you see it, put it this way, dude. There are a lot of pros out there right now that are way past their heyday and, 30, 20 years after competition, and their arms are still round and they're round and have that look to them, but everything else has shrunk, and you're like, oh, so you used a fuckload of synthol. Yep, didn't admit it back in the day, said, no, I'd never use that. Now you just look like a dick.
The lifestyle of a bodybuilder is a very Spartan lifestyle. You're very disciplined and regimented in what you do, from, eating to training to sleeping. I was very focused. I had this ability to be this professional bodybuilder, and I took it to the extreme, and I loved it.
He said, hey man, how am I looking today? Well, you're looking a little bit flat. Well, let's go back and take a look at the protein in the carb, particularly the carb.
Make sure that you're prepared for anything. For all the good that can happen from everything, from all the fucking sick and twisted great ideas that you all have or think that are possible, that I thought was possible, and then I made them reality. Fucking right, it was great. Don't think that there's not side effects. Don't think that, I have to go to the doctor and make sure everything's good. I have to go get blood work. Does it make me nervous when I go get blood work? Not so much anymore. I'm pretty good. But yeah, there are those times. Me, like I said, previous videos, my weakness, my fucking kidneys. Those are my things that I was weak in. That's what my body's weakness is, I guess we could say. So I don't like fucking with diuretics. Don't like fucking with a lot of orals. Liver and kidneys. You need those to live, so I like keeping them straight. Heart. That's why I do so much cardio. That's why I don't eat, really heavily shitty foods. I'm just a fat white guy to begin with. Can't make it any worse. But these things that I talked about in here, I just want to make sure we shed light on it. Inform you. This is the real side of things that a lot of people don't want talking about, especially not fucking site injection and site enhancement. Fuck no. Ain't nobody want to talk about that shit. But it's the real deal. So that's about it. I hope you all learned something. I enjoy these. This isn't for mainstream. This isn't for everybody that looks at us and is like, oh boy, I can't wait to do that. And they come and listen to this video and they're like, holy fuck, that was intense. So with that being said, I hope you all learned something. Like I said, do your research. Do your research on everything, whether it be site injections, and there's going to be just as much bad as there is good, if not a lot of fucking bad out there.